Welcome to the LA Story Podcast with Stevie Wilson.
Hey people, this is Stevie for the LA Story, and we're here in Westfield Century City Mall here in California, and it's nice weather. Can you see this? You can even see the moon. And we are at 7 for All Mankind, and we're here with Stylist Laurie Graham to get tips on what's hot for fall and what she's doing here with 7. So how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. I'm so glad to meet you.
Likewise. I've heard so many wonderful things about you. I'm glad to finally put a face with the name.
Really, because I get the blurbs and I'm sitting there going, God, she's so beautiful. She's so tall. She's everything that I wish I could be.
Okay, you know what? That just proves to you what a great stylist I am, that I have fooled you into thinking all of those things. Yeah. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all, butt minimizing, leg elongating, making hair look fuller, all of those things that separates a good stylist from a great stylist. So thank you for the compliment.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, as a stylist, you're looking at trends right now, and it's an interesting time because as we go into fall, now it's looking at actually more like holiday, which is scary.
I know, and we're just getting cooler weather, so as we're worrying about the leathers and the cashmeres and all of these thicker fabrics, it's, depending on where you live, how that translates into your fall and winter looks.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So for the people, we're going to automatically assume you live in California so that you'll actually be able to do this. But we'll talk about, because California does get cold sometimes. I mean, sometimes it actually does hit 40 and 32 and 38.
It's a little chilly.
It does.
Yeah, we're lucky here because really you can have the ability to have more of a versatile wardrobe.
Yes.
So you can maximize your things from spring, summer, and actually translate some of that into the fall and winter months with just some layering tools. So we have it a little bit better here. You can really maximize your budget by shopping smart and just choosing wise items that are going to really maximize not only your wardrobe, but bring the most impact into that season.
Right, and do it with putting the money into those things.
Exactly. So what I always do is I think about, depending on your lifestyle, if you're in LA, in general, it's a little more casual here. So you start with for instance, your jeans and a t-shirt as a base. So if that's kind of the base in which you can dress up or dress down, you'd want to choose more colors that are better for fall. So rather than the brights and kind of the neons that we saw for spring, summer, you want to incorporate more jewel tone colors, deep, rich Oxnard reds and forest greens and golds and a little metallics. And even if you use your same jeans and t-shirt, let's say plain blue jeans and a white t-shirt from summer, spring, then you can put on a little fur vest over it. You can
check out this. This vest is awesome. This is killer.
Thank you. And I really literally this t-shirt, I've had this t-shirt back to this is kind of a jeans and a t-shirt look, but this is an example of dressing it up. So, you put on some bling, some fun little brocade jeans, essentially.
Check these out. These are so gorgeous.
These are a gold foil, so there's a special way that they make these jeans to really bring out the gold texture in them.
Yeah, because that's really nice.
And that's my favorite thing is really figuring out how to mix and match, because literally this t-shirt, I wore this summer to the beach with a swimsuit under it and a pair of cut-off shorts. And then now, you bling it out. You throw in, again, this is like a dressy jeans and a t-shirt option.
Exactly.
Throw on a little fur. You can throw on a shrunken leather jacket. Those are so great because then, again, the little leather jacket you can throw on over a sundress in spring, summer. So it's really figuring out how to maximize your budget. And if you think about the principle that it's the 80-20 rule.
Right.
You really only wear 20% of what you have in your closet 80% of the time. So why don't you just cut the fat out and just shop strategically rather than being suckered in by something that's on sale or it looks good on the hanger, and then you end up having a whole closet full of nothing to wear syndrome. So it's so much better to kind of sit back, assess what you have, do a little purging, really be honest with yourself, pull out the things that you aren't wearing, you don't feel good in, get those out of your closet. And if you only have things in your closet that you know are flattering, feel good, and they're comfortable, that's how you can really keep things in the rotation and really every time you leave the house, even in a casual capacity,
Yeah.
feeling really good about yourself.
And you always look good.
Exactly.
And don't forget the accessories, because that's
By God, never forget the accessories. In fact, a lot of times I'll be in the mood to wear a scarf or a necklace or some bracelets, and I
love
will.
these.
Thank you.
You love that.
Little vintagey action. That's how. Again, it's like
Yeah.
If you're going to the movies, tone it down. If you're coming out for a fun evening and meeting new fun people and cocktails, take it up a notch. Make sure you've got more bling and sparkle and little fur or some leather. Add some color. Add the accessories, and a lot of times, even if you have one amazing accessory, just one focal point of the night, I call that your conversation starter.
Oh, exactly, because everybody comes up.
You can literally keep a little score pad in your clutch at night and see how many compliments you get just by having something unusual.
I have this one necklace that looks like it's all fringe, but it's not really fringe. It's metal, and trust me, you have to be very careful because if you can stick yourself on it. But it also flips over and it's mesh, but it doesn't matter. Every time I've worn it, somebody's gone, oh my God, killer necklace. And I can't tell you that it's like, didn't spend that much money on it. It wasn't like $100. It wasn't even like $40.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, is just finding one piece that's unusual. You don't have to go ballistic and crazy and wear everything at one time, but just one focal point that's a little bit unusual, and break out of your comfort zone. Try something different. Ask the people in the stores. This is even as a stylist, my favorite trick. I'll ask a store manager, what do you recommend? Or here's what I have on, here's what I was thinking. And I always have them give me an option that I never would have selected on my own. And that's how you grow and expand and try new things.
Exactly.
Yep.
I mean, because the trend towards these embellished jeans, I mean, this isn't the embroidery, thank God. But the chain, the filigree patterns and a lot of the brocades and the animal prints and things like that, I kind of sat there and looked at it and went, no. But then I saw a pair at Target for $25. I'm thinking, for $25, I could do that.
That's worth the trying and going out on a limb. If you're not paying $250, you pay $25.
Yeah, because that's not going to last forever. Even if it does come back 10 years from now, will you still be the same size?
Yeah, and you shouldn't have it 10 years from now. Because that means your closet's overfull.
Exactly.
Unless it's something that's like really amazing or
I've got leather jackets. Yeah.
Things that are kind of worn in, and but hopefully, if you're running a tight ship in your closet and you have less things, but that can strategically be mixed and matched to make multiple outfits, you should be wearing them enough that seasonally you're just replacing rather than just piling and shoving your closet full of stuff and you don't even know what the heck you have.
Yeah, and the big thing is too, you have to make sure that how you care for them, wash them, that you treat them gently, because I found things that I loved that suddenly looked sad.
So true.
Sad or baggy, or suddenly I went, where did this hole come from? And it's like,
all you have to do is put rayon in the washing machine one time to figure out the hard way. Oops.
Yes.
That was when they said dry clean or hand wash, they weren't kidding. Yeah. Or even, cotton things a lot of times too. If you cold water,
tissue,
lay it flat to dry, the heat is the death of cotton. So you're right. You've got to be thinking about just the care. How do I care for this to make sure that you get your money's worth and really protect your clothing, especially if you're buying fewer things that you're going to wear over and over again, which is how it should be done.
Exactly.
Thankfully, the days of having 17 shirts with 17 pairs of pants and 17 shoes, that's too much, because again, you're only going to be wearing 20% of all of the stuff you're inundated.
Right.
And I think also with the economy and just people are shopping smarter. Right. So the excess is passe. The bigger house, the bigger this, the more of that. That's all a thing of the past. So it's kind of like, running a tight ship, making smarter choices, and that's really how. And you can still look amazing in that capacity.
Yeah. So what do you? I mean, in your opinion, based on what current thing is, what's the hot thing to have?
Well, the hottest things right now, leather is so huge, and it's showing up in places we haven't seen before. A leather T-shirt. I like to keep it kind of the basics. So a leather jacket, I think, is a smart call. I love these leather pants or a leather tailored pencil skirt.
Yes.
Those are places that are going to be around for a while, that we are going to stand the test of time. So I like to figure out how can I make a trend work that I think is going to last a couple more years. Not just like, like you were saying, the brocade things and some of the things that are a little more outlandish. Skinny jeans have been around for a while now, but now they're trying to come up with these new ways to reinvent the skinny jeans. So we saw the neons in the summer, and now we're seeing velvets and brocades and the corduroys and things that are more of
the skinny corduroys have been really interesting looking, just because of the colors.
I'm so thank you, fashion gods, for embracing color. It's just because then if you've got, that's a great example too. If you're going to embrace a trend, just pick one thing. Pick a pair of hot Oxnard red velvet skinny jeans, or pick a gold brocade, and then you tone it down.
Right.
So everyone's got a plain gray t-shirt, a white t-shirt, a black t-shirt, and you can tone down everything else with existing things that you have and just incorporate one new piece, maybe one new bottom, and then get a great, do again by strategic shopping. If you've got the 3 pairs of skinny jeans, a purple pair of skinny jeans from summer, well, all you have to do is get a tall black suede boot, your skinny jeans from summer, and then you've got that purple of the pant is plenty, so that you just add on a boot for winter, same t-shirt from summer, and just throw on a long little sweater over it, or a leather jacket over it, a scarf, and off you go. Yeah. So really just kind of reusing what you have and just incorporating either the leather trend or the brocade or the velvet of the skinny jeans. Ponchos and capes are another really hot look, which I always go back to the uniform, especially in Southern California, some variation of jeans and a t-shirt shows up, because no matter if we're going out to a really nice restaurant, it's still toned down. So a great fitting cape or a poncho, think of that as your accessory. Right. You show something that's got a tapered waist and again is flattering to your figure. That's the most important thing that you can think of when making a purchase, is does this flatter my figure? I don't care if it's on sale, I don't care if it looks good on the hanger or your best friend. If it doesn't look good on your frame, if your best friend's 5'10" and you're 5'3", you're going to need to vary it a bit. You can still get a poncho or cape, you just adjust it to your proportions. Right.
Thanks for joining Stevie Wilson on LA Story. Feel free to check out other podcasts and videos. Bookmark it now. www.la-story.com.